The next one, we got, just to name a few, we got Evander Holyfield. Yep, that's him. Evander. This man is still trying to box, y'all. Maybe because he has 11 kids to take care of. That is crazy. His house was like, it went into foreclosure in 2008 because his money wasn't spread the right way. It was it's getting thin, and he had to go in the house foreclosure, and it was, I mean, he was making millions wearing the gloves on his hands. But you could have saved a lot more money, man, Holyfield, if you could just put the glove on. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But just to name a few, I just wanted to get that out there. You know, fellas, take care of your kids, man. Kids, it's a beautiful thing. Because it's a touch. Hold on. It gets a little touchy to see a grown man not take care of your child. If I had kids, I ain't gonna start yet. But if I had them, I'm gonna take care of my kids. I love them. I love the kids. Y'all have to excuse me, it's a very touchy subject. But that's it for what's cooking in the kitchen. I gotta go blow my nose. My nose is getting stopped up.
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
Oh dear, I can't afford that.
Charge it. You can pay it off later.
Not so fast, credit card guy.
Savings Man.
Don't let him entice you, ma'am. Credit card guy can lead you to big trouble. You need a savings plan.
You're right, Savings Man.
Get this ballpark estimate worksheet at choosetosave.org. It will help you get started.
Gee, thanks, Savings Man.
No, thank you.
So visit choosetosave.org and get your ballpark estimate today.
Do you feel the room spinning? Do you feel the room shaking? Fire Pro Wrestling, Richie Rothschild, join me in the living room. We can't afford no roof. But anyway, Richie, thank you for joining us in the living room today. Once again.
Good to be here.
It's an awesome to have Fire Pro Wrestling on to be in the living room. Tell us something about Fire Pro Wrestling.
It is a non-for-profit organization. We are a subsidiary of Impact Christian Church. Mm-hmm. So you can get your praise on and then take in a good wrestling show.
All right.
So it's family friendly.
Okay.
It's tops.
All right. So you can get your praise on and then get your fight on.
We could coin that phrase.
Hey, I think I'm going to join that church. I want to join. And where is this church located?
It is, I should know the actual address.
Yes.
It is over on Maryville Road, 401 Maryville Road.
Okay, great. That's awesome. So, you're a wrestler for Fire Pro.
Correct.
How long have you been wrestling for Fire Pro?
I have been wrestling for nearly 3 years now.
Okay.
Trained there, and that's where I've stayed.
And what made you get into the profession of wrestling?
Since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, I watched wrestling. I had old wrestling tapes of stuff before I was even born, so I was 8 years old running around the house trying to act like Dusty Rhodes. So.
All right. So who inspired you to wrestle?
That's a tough... Biggest inspiration would have to be probably Randy the Macho Man Savage.
All right, that's an awesome guy, legendary Macho Man Randy Savage. What are everyone that started wrestling? They have a character that they portray to coincide to their style of wrestling. So what close wrestler do you think your style is off of?
I'd have to go completely off and just say that I'm myself. I don't have a style that you could match up to anyone else. I'm me. I'm an original. You got to take the best of everything you've seen, and then that's me.
Right. And how old are you?
I am 18 years old.
And what's great about Impact Fire Pro Wrestling is that you guys are taking young people off the streets and giving them something to do positive. You know, if they have to, be slapping each other around, it's something positive, for the fans.
At least you know who you're slapping around.
Exactly. So that is an awesome experience. So again, Fire Pro Wrestling is located in the Mirror Valley Impact Christian Church.
Correct.
And what's the age capacity for Fire Pro?
The audience or the wrestlers?
The wrestlers.
Really, it's from the bottom of the scale. I had started when I was 14, and we have guys as old as 40 there. But,
Wow.
So there's not really it's not an age cap. It's not how old you are. It's what you can do in the ring.
Right. Well, I used to wrestle,
Really?
Back in my day, I ain't bragging or anything, but, definitely used to get in the ring. And who inspired me to wrestle was Kurt Angle.
Really?
And his Olympic style of wrestling. And I honed my style from Kurt Angle and also the legendary The Undertaker, me and Mike Calloway. And so they inspired me to get into the ring and do what I do. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a break and look at some footage of Richie Rothschild's early beginnings in wrestling.
Yeah. Well, it had me in it, so of course it's
Exactly. So you have an event coming up, Fire Pro Wrestling, Championship Wrestling. You have an event this Saturday, April the 16th, out of Impact Christian Church. Tell us about that event.
Well, you got the flyer. What do you want to know?
I was asking you about.
Oh, you're
the
asking
event.
me.
Yeah,
You want my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I will be. I would say wrestling, but I think the proper word is winning against my challenger, Stonehand Slater Wallace. He's been there a little bit longer than me, but I just don't think he's going to get it done against me on the 16th this weekend.
Richie, I didn't had different guests in my they joined me in the living room, from the mayor to different council people, and I don't think neither one of them put their foot on my table.
Neither one of them were me.
Huh. So, are you going to take your foot off my table?
I seem to be fairly comfy right here, so no, I don't think I'll be moving my feet, Antoine.
Huh. Having your mother ever told you when you come into another man's house, respect his furniture?
I would if this was a nicer table.
Huh. Okay.
I gotta say, they agree with me.
So, Richard, you're going to come into my living room and mock my awesome table.
Mock your awesome. I think I could mock that awesome phrase that you think this table's awesome.
You know, Richie, I think I stated in the beginning of the show that I used to wrestle, and just because I'm, retired don't mean I can't, do it again.
I think the phrase they're missing here is you used to wrestle. I don't want you to flatter yourself, but I don't think you got it anymore.
You see, if the living room was to the point, we probably could do it right here. But again, you have an event coming up this Saturday. Correct. How about I show up this Saturday and shut your mouth? That's right.
If you want to show up this Saturday, I will beat Stone hands down in your honor. And then maybe if I have the time afterwards, I could show you a couple things.
Don't take that.
So are you calling me out?
If you want to take it like that, I'm saying show up and maybe I'll show you something great.
I think I'm going to ask the In Your House audience members, do you think we should show up and show out this Saturday?
They want to see you get beat down, Antoine.
I think it's on.
I'll see you there.
Yeah. All right.
Give me that look, take you out, man. Okay. Yeah.
You're in the house with Antoine. 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 You're in the house.